By now, I'm sure everyone knows that it's a possibility that a sinister individual can break into your home. Um, Whether that happens while you're still in the home or while the home is completely empty, then they break in and wait for you to come back. But uh, here's the thing that I wanted to talk about in that particular regard, and that is a thing called olfactory adaptation. It's got a few names like olfactory fatigue, or anyway, you can just look it up in all of the other terms for it. But basically, what it is, and it's normal, it's the body's inability to detect certain odors or just other smells. And basically, what happens is that, like, say, let's just go with pet owners. We'll just go with dogs because they have a more distinctive smell than cats. If you ever like bought a new dog and like the way that like dogs have a specific smell to them, or you go to a friend's place where they have a dog and there's like a specific like there's a dog smell. Okay, let's not pretend it doesn't exist. It does. And then you go back to your place and it's like, well, I've had my dog for years and it doesn't smell like that. Well, actually, no, it does. It just doesn't smell like that to you because you're used to the way it smells. What happens is that in the human brain, and I'm not a scientist, so you're not going to get the scientific explanation from me, but basically, what happens is that in order to sense particular threats, the brain will only be able to smell odors that are unfamiliar to it. So pay attention to different smells if they're lurking through your house when you get back. Some people that break into houses know how to do it without leaving visible, marks on the door, assuming they go through the door. They may go through a window. But let's just say in this instance that they somehow are able to pick the lock on the front door, and then, it's a two-story house, so they walk up the stairs and then hide in a closet of one of the living rooms or something. If they're wearing a distinctive deodorant that isn't familiar to you, or they're just a kind of person that smells a certain way with their natural odors, if that's echoing through the house, well then you should be able to smell that when you open the front door and start walking through the home. So if your brain picks up on that, don't ignore it because it could mean that someone's broken in the house. It could mean a bunch of other things as well, but I'm just saying that if someone does break into your house and they have a distinctive smell and it's echoing behind, you will smell it when you walk through the home. So don't ignore it. That could be the thing that ends up saving your life. And if something does smell out of the ordinary, I'm referring to this both literally and figuratively here, trust your intuition. If it's, giving you some negative vibes, and just get out of the house. I mean, at the end of the day, your house is still going to be there, and, you can formulate a plan when you're outside of the house where the potential danger is. So at the end of the day, thinking to yourself, oh, maybe it's nothing, to me isn't really worth my own safety. And it's not just me I need to take into consideration. There's other people that live with me as well. So I also need to take into consideration their safety if, they're with me. So anyway, trust your intuitions and stay safe.